If you want to make a creative impact, you can either master the game, disrupt the game, or overpower the game. The next approach is to disrupt the game. Understand the rules well enough so that you can challenge the system. Kendrick Lamar also started his path early, becoming a rapper back in his hometown of Compton. He linked with Top Dog Entertainment, or TDE, a local management group that was also on the come up, and started his own collective called Black Hippie. But out of all the rappers that were in that collective, he shined the most, particularly when he got his mixtape in the hands of another Compton icon.
J. Cole, did you tell Dr. Dre about Kendrick?
Kendrick Lamar disrupted the game, specifically hip-hop, in two distinct ways. First, he established credibility well beyond the rap circles and the b-boy critics. His honest, almost intellectual style made it easier for outsiders and people that didn't understand hip-hop to understand what was going on in his community and in his life. When he talked about his challenges in Compton, specifically in his first major album, Good Kid, Mad City, it was almost like he was a reporter. He was giving a first-person view for people that didn't understand. The clarity continued through his albums to the crescendo of actually getting a Pulitzer Prize for one of them. Now, I don't know about you, but I didn't know, even as a writer myself, that rap albums could get Pulitzer Prizes, but I imagine a lot of us figured that out when it happened to Kendrick. Second, he created on his own time. A lot of critics today call modern day hip hop microwave culture, because you throw an artist in there, you give them a couple hit singles, and they get hot really quickly, and then before you know it, they're cold on the plate. In his first couple decades as an artist, Kendrick released albums every 4 to 5 years, which is unheard of in the hip hop community. No, actually, there are other artists that do that, but no one cares when they come out. Whenever he came out with the album, it was a movement, an event. The extra time cooking allowed him to stretch what modern day hip hop could be, from the social, political discussions of To Pimp a Butterfly to the more modern, therapy-based double album, Mr. Burrell and the Big Steppers. When it comes to Kendrick Lamar, people aren't talking about his deep level of emotional intelligence. That is required if you're going to dissect something or someone to the level that he has with his recent songs. The last album actually talked about his dark side, his shadow side. He was doing his shadow work. And that came to understanding the dark side of his family, the dark side of his marriage, even the dark side of himself. He had Eckhart Tolle come in and do the interludes for the album. That's about as deep as you can get. That's extremely deep for a public-facing artist. And that means no matter what happens to him next career-wise, he's already won. If you try to disrupt the game, you better make sure that your art is shifting the culture. Kendrick has to push the envelope with every single release, because the bar that he's actually setting himself keeps getting higher, and that's required if you're actually going to disrupt the system. So what strategy will you use to claim your creative power? Is there a strategy you're using right now? Are there certain artists that you can pick out that are using this strategy as we speak? Drop a line in the comments, or drop me a line or a DM. I'd love to hear your take on it. And let me know how I can support. Till next episode, remember, you can always bring your worth, you can always